cookie if you need a cookie too. So, but we'll get started here in just a moment.
Hey everyone, welcome to JS for Justice. I didn't know if they were going to be starting. They're starting in just a couple minutes. We are watching the memorial dedication of the Idaho 4 Memorial Garden at University of Idaho. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Steve and Christy are there tonight. I saw they posted on their Facebook page. I'm going to get some pictures going up of the 4 victims, and we can just take this night to remember them and keep their families in our thoughts and our prayers. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. Hey, Kels. Hey, Robin. Hey, Ganj. Suze, Amanda, Evie, Ange, Jax. Well, hey there, Miss Nightbot. Welcome in. Hey, Miss Odin. Hey, Mystical. Hey, Ange. We've just got some music playing. But I imagine the Gonsalveses are probably up front. And I wish they would have, like, put their camera on, like, horizontal or whatever, so we could see more of the garden. But it is what it is, right? Miss Nightbot. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Proud for Mom. Hi, Sin. Welcome in, guys. This is fucking sad. I'm already feeling it, Roberta. Thank you, Robin.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone.
I'll turn it up.
Beautiful sight to see, quite frankly. Not only with what we have behind me here, but what we have in front of us here. My name is Blaine Eckles. I'm the Dean of Students and Vice Provost of Student Affairs, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you all here today. Thank you so much for being here today as we dedicate this healing, regenerative space. Your presence reinforces what this location is all about. It's about coming together in moments of grief and reflection to share the burden of sorrow that we all experience, and about taking time to reflect on those we have lost and communicate with them in meaningful ways. That is what the essence of the Healing Garden is about, to be a location to bridge to those that need us. We will have a few speakers today. We don't want to keep you boiling in the sun too much, and I appreciate the people shading your eyes over there, so we're sorry about that. But at the end of our time together, we're going to read the names of all the students who have died since November 13th, 2022. And we'll follow that by a moment of silence. We'd like to start our program today with words from President Green.
Thank you, Blaine, and good afternoon. This is an important and understandably emotional day for our Vandal family as we commemorate the opening of the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial. The inspiration, thoughtfulness, and hard work that went into this beautiful venue should make Vandals everywhere proud. It was designed, vetted, and built by our students with the guidance and advice of faculty. The student-led effort is much more than a project. It's a community response to a great loss that visited our campus. The terrible tragedy that struck our campus on November of 2022 provided the impetus for this effort. We lost 4 shining lights, full of life and promise. This garden and memorial are dedicated to them. And
Are you kidding me? They fucked it up. Really? University of Idaho, you had one job. You had one job. Good grief. They're back.
and the amazing resilience of the families involved. This beautiful space is a testament to that response and a symbol of our strength as a Vandal family. From 1889 to 1966, this area of campus was a central hub of activity. the community would gather at McLean Field to cheer on Vandal football and baseball teams. It has since been quieted by time, and is now fitting that this site will be a central place of reflection and remembrance for generations of Vandals. To the students who envisioned this place of healing, and especially to the students, faculty, and staff who brought that vision to life, well done. You've succeeded in what you set out to do. You've created a hallowed place for reflection. You make me so proud to be a Vandal. Thank you. Go Vandals.
It's not too late to sign up for St.
Thank you, President Green. Before we get to our next speaker, I'd like to take a few moments to share some words myself. The idea for this garden came about many years ago, long before November 13, 2022. As Dean of Students, I have the sad privilege of working closely with family and friends of students we've lost while they are enrolled at the University of Idaho. And since I've started my time here in 2015 as the Dean of Students, we've lost 37 Vandals who were enrolled at the university. When I visit this garden, I will always think of Kaylee Gonsalves, Maddie Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. How could I not? But I'll also think of Mamta Kendall, a student from Nepal. Mike Bonar, who was in his senior year when he died. Hudson Lindo, shining beacon of fun. And Catherine Groggett, an incredible Vandal, great leader in her sorority. Kaylee Gonsalves, names many of you will not know, Maddie Mogan, but students who were Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. And even before, how could I not? But I'll also think of Mamta Kendall, a student from Nepal. Mike Bonar, who was in his senior year when he died. Hudson Lindo, shining beacon of fun. And Catherine Groggett, an incredible Vandal, great leader in her sorority.
Thank you, Jeff
Names
H.
many of you will not know, but students who were enrolled here. And even before my time, we lost other great Vandals, such as Katie Benoit, J.T. Hess and Tracy Egan, who both died in a car accident together, as well as John Knudsen, William Schulberg, and Paul Johnson, 3 students who died in a fire in Galt Hall back in the 1950s. The loss of any individual is tragic and sad. But the thing that unites all of those students and many more is that they were Vandals enrolled here at the University of Idaho. And so this place, this sacred place, is for all of them. But this specific garden began in earnest during some of the darkest hours for the University of Idaho. I do not need to recount the tragedy that befell us on that dark day in November of 22, when Kaylee, Maddie, and Ethan and Xana were all taken from us. I knew within days of that horrific incident that there would be a strong interest in creating a lasting memorial to them. And thus I approached President Green and Provost Lawrence in an early meeting in early December of that year to ask them if I could start the conversation about what it would mean to create a memorial for those 4 students. And they absolutely supported without hesitation and said, let us know what you need to get this done. So I'm ever indebted and thankful for their leadership and strong support as we navigated through those dark times. But what then occurred was a project unlike any other I had undertaken, and I knew I could not do it alone. And it profoundly moved me the entire time up until this day, and even lasting further. There are many individuals who helped bring this space into existence, and this was truly an effort of many and could not have been accomplished without the love and care of so many and all the support that we received at the university. Our time together today is limited, and thus I cannot name all the individuals who have been involved, but I would like to acknowledge a few if you can indulge me for a few minutes more. Specifically, I want to thank the members that were on our Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial Committee. Drew Giacomazzi, Jaden Anderson, Syringa Riley, and Heather Blashka, all 4 students. They were the students we reached out to, representing Sigma Chi, Pi Beta Phi, as well as Alpha Phi, many of their members who are here with us today. Dr. Shauna Corey was one of the first people I asked to be on this committee because she has expertise and knowledge, and we have a College of Art and Architecture where we knew we'd be leaning on them. Celine Accord and Ray Pankoff from Architectural and Engineering Services. Rusty Vineyard and his amazing facilities crew helped us out so very much along the way. Jeff Pilcher, Stacy
Kendo
Rauch,
has just
and Jamie
donated
Wagner from
$20.
University Advancement,
Heart.
and Barb Smith from the Dean of Students Office, and Jody Walker. they round out our Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial Committee. But we're also heavily advised and influenced by the incredible work of Mandy Roberts, faculty member in landscape architecture, and Scott Lawrence in the Design and Build program. And you're going to hear about more of them in just a moment. But a project like this would not be possible without the help of donations and donors. Just know that whether you donated $1 or over $100,000, you are now part of the Healing Garden experience. Whether you attended a performance to help raise money or bought one of these wristbands that I have, that our students led that effort to generate a lot of funds for this, your support helped make this happen. And thus you too are part of the healing that will forever help students, family, and friends moving forward. I am incredibly moved and grateful by the acts of generosity shown towards the university and our students, and we raised over $285,000 in order to bring this garden into being. So thank you all so very much.
Right
Some
now
of
with
our
Papa Murphy's.
significant donations came from the wristband drive that I just referenced. We had a memorial concert led by Abigail Silverberg, a student in the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences in the School of Music, who wanted to host a vigil to honor our 4 lost Vandals, as well as a good friend of hers, Sam Matthews, who died in November of 2018. Susan and Mike Plank were very generous donors. The Deer Creek Foundation and the Rotary Club, many of the members who are sitting over here today really appreciate their membership or their support. And I want to give a quick plug. Tim Thompson's the chair and president of the Rotary Club. If you're ever interested, he would absolutely love to talk to you about how you can get involved and make a difference in your community. So, one of the largest donations, though, we received was the gift of time, effort, and energy, and not just a few tears as well, by the students in the College of Art and Architecture. You'll hear more about their work in a moment, but I want to draw your attention to these wonderful individuals all over here in a black shirt. Wave, everybody. I would be remiss if I didn't count them as significant contributors to this project, as the students who worked on making this happen this summer did so for no pay. They did not earn credit this summer for this project. They invested their time, effort, and energy in order to make this happen. And what you see behind me is the work of that student effort. I told our students when they began on this project last fall, just about a year ago, that they held the heart of the university in their hands and to take care of it. And they have completely honored and followed through with that. Truly, our students were the leaders through this project, and they are the reason we are standing here today dedicating this healing space. I am also very thankful for the presence of the families of Kaylee, Xana, Ethan, and Maddie, who are represented here today to help us open this location. Many of the families met with the students in the College of Art and Architecture when they were in the design phase of this project so we could incorporate their ideas and input into the memorial behind us. Our students also met with other families of students who have died over the years, and some are also in attendance today. To all of them and to all of you, I say welcome. I'd now like to bring to the stage an incredibly stellar young man, an incredible student leader, and an absolute stalwart individual who was on our committee, Drew Giacomazzi, who is also a member of Sigma Chi and a dear friend of Ethan Chapin.
Hello, I want to thank everyone for coming out this evening and spending their evening in support of unveiling this amazing project. My name is Drew Giacomazzi. I graduated from the University of Idaho this past spring. While a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity and Vandal family, I was also honored to be included in the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial Committee. The committee was an idea born from Dean Eckles following the tragic loss of Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan on November 13th, 2022. What happened on this date left family, friends, and the university scarred. During this time, the university felt dark, cold, and distant from one another. This was a feeling that was contradictory to what many Vandals at the University of Idaho know to be true. The intent of the Healing Garden is to build a unique space that unites University of Idaho's students and alumni and the greater Moscow community. While this garden contains a memorial to the 4 Vandals we lost nearly 2 years ago, this space is meant to remember every single Vandal we hold closely in our hearts that we lost. My role in the committee mirrored that of 3 other students, Jane and Anderson of the Alpha Phi sorority, along with Syringa Riley and Heather Blaschko of the Pi Beta Phi sorority. 4 of us, along with many other representatives from the various branches of the university, came together every week to discuss updates and provide feedback on all the work that went into the funding, creating, and building of this garden. Let me tell you, I had no idea how insanely complicated this process was. The early stages of the project consisted of us committee members brainstorming objectives for the memorial elements and fundraising ideas. I want to acknowledge and thank the Vandal Giving Day folks for their hard work on organizing the fundraising for this project. And then another huge thanks goes out to those who donated. Whether in-kind donations or monetary, this project would not have been completed if it were not for the generous donations from people all over the world. From the entire committee, we thank you so much for your generosity. Lastly, as mentioned, the Healing Garden would not exist in all of its beauty without the people who designed and built it. It's immensely special. This garden was designed, strategized, and built by a team of students here at the University of Idaho. Led by Professors Scott Lawrence and Mandy Roberts, this group time and time again came to every meeting with new and innovative ideas. They truly had so much passion and love for this project, and I think we can all agree how much that it shows through the work they've done here. Finally, I want to talk for just a little bit about what being a part of this committee meant to me. During my time at the University of Idaho, I was close with many Vandals who passed away. And while the university has many resources to help aid and assist through the grieving process, there's nothing that can replace the memories of those friends. In the following months after November 13th, I tried to be there for my friends whenever I could, sometimes ignoring my own needs emotionally. It became easy to slip into feelings of helplessness. When Dean Eckles reached out to me about the possibility of joining this committee, I realized that this was something I not only wanted to contribute to, but that I could approach it with compassion, intentionality, and empathy. I'm so appreciative of the relationships it led me to build with faculty and students that I may otherwise not have connected with. The process of creating this healing garden foreshadowed the purpose of the space itself, to unite the Vandal family and Moscow community and remind each of us of the love that we're capable of giving and receiving. As I embark on post-college life, my 18-month involvement in this project has cemented in my mind that while life can be short, no Vandal is alone nor forgotten. Do more of what you love to honor Kaylee. Spread that love with random acts of kindness for Maddie. Be silly and do something spontaneous and fun to honor Xana. And tell stories with an abundance of laughter to live life like Ethan. Thank you all.
When you get to work with students like Drew and Martha and the students on the committee and see what students do when we give them good education and support, it's a blessing for me to be a Dean of Students. Drew, thank you so very much for those very touching and kind words. I'd like to now welcome to the stage Dr. Shauna Corey, our Dean for the College of Art and Architecture.
So the story of the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial is close to all of our hearts. It was over a year in development and speaks to honoring our Vandal family members. The goal of a healing garden is to touch our souls with delightful aromas, interesting textures, and soothing sounds, like the wind rustling through the leaves, and to inspire us with views and vistas that not only acknowledge our grief, but speak to a celebration of the lives who have left us, healing our hearts and souls. This particular project is about building community, and community was needed to accomplish it. From the beginning call for inspiration throughout the design process and to the actual build that happened this summer, we were supported by friends from all over campus, the region, and the Palouse, and in all phases of the projects, and that was an incredible amount of support. Last summer, we had a call for inspiration. That's how the design began. And Mandy Roberts, our CA advisory board and instructor for the project, was the one who suggested that. And all summer long, I got to read the submissions when people sent them in. and they brought truly inspiring ideas. They included song lyrics, poems, descriptions of how the experience of being in a garden should feel, and we even got complete designs from people. They actually designed entire gardens and memorials and sent them in to us. And those submissions were passed on to the students to help inform the design in the fall when the teams of architecture and landscape architecture students taught by instructors Scott Lawrence and Mandy Roberts began the project in earnest. The students led a community-wide design charrette in late September, and a number of you joined us. We thank you for that. And then in November, showcased displays in the Student Union building to further gather thoughts and ideas from our Vandal and Moscow community. And an example of that is right over here with a letter project. And we hope that you'll take some time this afternoon and continue this project. It's an art piece that speaks to feelings about our students and feelings about your thoughts and ideas. And they'll be kept, and actually special collections in the library will be archiving them for us. And so we really appreciate your taking the time to do that. And then conversations were held with Maddie, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan's families, along with their friends and peers from the Greek system. Professionals were brought to share their knowledge, including the architect for Lady Diana's memorial and our own alumna, Ann Hannenberg, who's a principal of an landscape architecture firm in Spokane, and she is an expert in healing garden design. So we were fantastically appreciative of her driving down here and spending time with our students. The preliminary design was approved in December, and spring semester started with Idaho Design Build architecture students working with Scott Lawrence and the facilities landscape project manager, Selena Cord. She's a graduate. She has a bachelor's and a master's degree in landscape architecture to refine the garden design and develop the memorial design. They also completed material cost estimates, secured materials such as the wood used in the kiosk from a local lumber mill, and completed construction documents. Then this summer, a heroic crew of students, led by Scott, built the garden in 2.5 months. They worked with material suppliers, local businesses, and numerous facility shops here on campus to make this happen. They worked a split shift to avoid the record heat, and whenever I visited, I was impressed with their positive attitude and willingness to take every step and every extra effort to ensure the success of this project. One day when I arrived on the site, they were welding on the pavilion, and there was a team of these 4 big men, standing there with just the biggest grins on their faces. And I was like, who are these guys? Well, they were actually from the metal shop, the fabrication shop. And one of the gentlemen turned to me and said, they're doing excellent work. They're doing as good as work as we are. And, to have that learning opportunity for our students is just incredible. This is an important part of what we call transformational service learning. And these students experienced real-world conditions and timelines while learning from the best experts in the area. So a special thanks to Rusty Vineyard, Director of Facilities, along with the landscape, exteriors, machine shop, electrical, interiors and painting, AES, accounting, and administration crews for their help and encouragement in making this project happen. I was inspired by everyone who worked on the project, especially the students who always kept the spirit of the project at the forefront of every decision and every action, whether it was planting flowers, compacting soil, or pouring concrete. Through it all, the Vandal spirit shined. Just like the beacon, and the beacon is back up here on the hill, and at night it shines. It shines at night for all the students we have physically lost, but honors their joyful spirits and delight in life. And that is what we're celebrating today. So right now I'd like to have all the students and the faculty come forward and get a round of applause and some cheers from you all. We really want to thank them for their efforts. Thank you.
amazing individuals, and when we conclude our ceremony today, they're going to be sprinkled throughout the Healing Garden and Memorial to answer questions, tell you stories, so feel free to come up and engage them. But please, let's give them one more round of applause. Scott just said, let's get out of here. Let's move on. They're incredible. Absolutely. They eat really well, too. I took a lot of them out to dinner a couple weeks ago, and they can polish away a pizza or two by themselves, that's for sure. I'd like to now bring up our student body president, Martha Smith, who's going to say a few additional words.
Hello, my name is Martha Smith, and I'm the student body president here at the University of Idaho. More than that, though, I had the pleasure of knowing Xana and Ethan and being in the same Greek community as Kaylee and Maddie. I'm honored to be here in front of you today to help open this healing location that will also serve as a place for me to remember these incredible people. Like many others, my life forever changed when I learned of the tragedy on November 13th of 2022. My heart broke like so many others at the loss of these wonderful people is something I still think about on a regular basis. The Vandal family is a real thing, and I'm so proud to see the work that's been done to remember these individuals in such a meaningful and beautiful way. But as a student, I'm also aware that we lose other students. During my time here, I've read the Lost in the Vandal family emails that Dean Eckles has sent out whenever we lose a student who is enrolled. Those emails are a sad reminder that life is fleeting, and that we must take time to cherish the opportunities in front of us. But we also need to make sure that while we move forward, we don't forget the friends we've left in our past. And that's why I'm glad this healing garden is opening. I now have a place to come with my friends, or on my own, to leave the friends that I've lost a message, letting them know that I'm thinking about them and that I miss them. I know there are many other students at the University of Idaho who've lost friends here too, and I will also benefit from the same opportunity. So with that in mind, as we close this dedication ceremony today, I would like to read the names of my 4 friends who we've lost, but also the students who have died since them as well. In this space, this hallowed location is for all of them. After reading their names, we will have a 1-minute moment of silence to reflect on their passing. We welcome you to reflect or pray during this time. Those individuals are Kaylee Gonzalez, November of 2022. Ethan Chapin, November 2022. Maddie Mogan, November 2022. Xana Kernoodle, November of 2022. Rojit Rote, January of 2023. Caden Young, March of 2023. Jason Gray, July of 2023. Ray Freiberger, July of 2023. We will now have a 1-minute moment of silence to honor and remember our lost Vandals. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. As we close our time today, we are hopeful you will spend a moment to reflect on the friends and family who are no longer with us. I invite you to visit the tables to my left that have no cards on them. Oh, I forgot something. President Green, could you hand me that little votive right there? Yes. Not quite prepared. Sorry. I invite you to go to the table to my left where we have note cards on them so you can write a memory or a note or a message or a poem to a vandal you may be missing. Located within the alcoves behind me in the healing garden are little votives. You can roll your little message up and put it in there and leave it for your loved ones. Our fantastic team in the University Library will be curating the messages that are left on an ongoing basis moving forward. You're also welcome to have some refreshments over there. I know it's a little warm out there, especially if you're sitting in there in the sun. And as you walk around and through the healing garden today, look for the students who built this garden and memorial and ask them questions about their experience. And know that while the garden is substantially complete, we still have a few things to do. We need to add some signage, and a few plants need replacement due to the weather and stress of the original planting. And don't forget to look to the south end of the sculpture and the garden. And up by the trees, you'll see the beacon of light, the beacon of hope that will always shine in a moment of darkness. We have pictures of what it looks like at night, but I do invite you to come back in the evenings because it is spectacular and breathtaking to see, in addition to the lighting that has been done here in the memorial sculpture as well. Should you be inclined, we are also still accepting donations, and there's a QR code on the pictures down there at the end as well. Thank you all for coming again today. We really appreciate your time. We appreciate you being here to honor the vandals that we have lost. We miss Xana, Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee, and I'd like to officially open the Vandal Healing Garden Memorial. Thank you all.
That was it? And they're not even going to show us maybe the news will walk around. Yeah, by the way, just scan that QR code and donate some money. Is the campus large? I don't know. Not real large, no. Yeah, I guess that was it. No, Music City. This is on campus. I wonder if the news is gonna like show us the garden. Good to see you, Music City. Is that all they can do is Zoom? I like the little tubes, though. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I think it would be pretty at night, too, Sonny. So what are they building on the property where the house stood? Hang on, let me turn this down. We don't need this music. Poor people. Now it's time to just zoom in on all the victims' families upset. The Gonsalves are there. That's how I knew about this, actually, because they shared it so many times. They were very much promoting this. For all the money generated for the garden, it's chintzy. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I wish they'd show us the actual garden. Or like something other than what we're looking at. That's it. They just ended it. He was talking about... because he fed the workers. Are you kidding me? That was... Wow, Allie, I was the only one. That's really sad, actually. All these people that have covered this case. They must not be following the
Right now with Papa Murphy's.
Oh, look, pizza. They must not be following the Gonsalves page because they shared it a lot. Yeah, pan out and walk through. We got nothing. We didn't even get to see the garden.
Honor the vandals that we lost.
Oh, they're behind?
We miss Xana, Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee. And I'd like to officially open the Vandal Healing Garden Memorial. Thank you all.
I wonder if they even offered them a chance to speak. Let's see if this one ends. Since they're behind. This one's still live. Hi, Carolyn. You've never seen this, Jackie Bushable Baked Beans? Because it's live. It just happened. This looks like the same view to me. Yep, done. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's go to the UI. They couldn't even manage to keep their stream live. What's this? FBI investigating allegations of food contamination. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at this, guys. Investigating allegations of food contamination at the DNC. Bum, bum, bum. The garden was never relocated. It was always planned to be the UI garden. It's an election year, y'all. Get ready for the craziness. All right, let's see what they've got up here. Nope, was live. They're done too. Let's see how long theirs went. Lame. I know, lame. We didn't even get to see the freaking garden. No, it was always supposed to be on campus. There's Ethan's friend. I just don't understand. Like, are we supposed to stay away from it? I mean, they didn't even post any pictures. Hey, haters gonna hate. I wish they would have put some... Oh, they didn't. They didn't even post pictures of it. Wow. So we don't even get to see it. All right. I'm just going to Google a damn picture because I feel screwed. Vandal Healing Garden. Idaho. Images. Shit, we learn more from the news. There they are building it. Let's see what this is. This is what we get. We get this, the rendition. Look. From the designer or whatever. This is what it's supposed to look like, I guess, if we would have seen it. Yeah, how weird. Built in 2 months. Let me see what it says here. So this is from February of 2024. I don't know. Hang on, I'll give you the down low. From University of Idaho themselves. Here. That was really disappointing. Okay, so this is an article, or this is from their site, UI. The Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial on the Moscow campus will honor all Vandal students who passed away while they are enrolled at UI. As a permanent space for quiet reflection, remembrance, hope, and healing, the Vandal Healing Garden and Memorial will be opening and welcoming for all who visit. Giving. Make a gift online. Call this number. Support. Every little button is about money. And then they have a QR code. So I don't know if this is... Oh, no. This is just a concept. That's not even real. Concept pictures is all we have. So that's one. And then... we have another one. That's it right there. There you go. Yeah, I think they said that there was 300,000 donated. But I thought it was more like 1 million that was going into this thing. Don't you remember hearing it was like 800,000 or something crazy? That's it. That's all they have on here about it. That's on their website. Sad. No, I don't think so, Bree. I didn't see anybody saying anybody else was showing it. I didn't know if the families were going to get an opportunity to speak or what. But hey, you guys, I've got all of the audio of Stephen Stearns talking to the cops, Jen Soto, Chris Stearns, his mom, Deborah Stearns. I've got all of that in my hot little hands, thanks to the docket. And we're going to be listening to all of them on Friday Live. I'm so excited to listen to it with y'all. But yeah, this is sad. Hold on, I'm looking for something I wanted to play for you guys. I know. Do you think that it would cost that much? I mean, did you see how small the bushes were in there? I mean, it's not like they bought big trees and shit. Okay, here's one of them that I wanted to play. Hold on. And I wasn't prepared to do this, but damn, I don't think they gave these victims enough what they deserved. I mean, how could there be that many kids that died since 2022 or 23? You know? Okay. And I'm not picking favorites here.
Being comfy, cute pink things, smiling, dancing, and laughing. These are just some of the things Madison Mogen's friends and family remember that the 21-year-old loved.
It was just always making the best of every situation.
Maddie, as she was known, was from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Maddie was such an easygoing, loving child growing up.
Her family says she was inquisitive and curious. Big Steelers fans, her stepfather Scott Laramie shares a favorite memory from Maddie's time growing up.
Just watching the game with her, and every time the Steelers scored, I'd pick her up, and I'd hold her high in the air, and we'd celebrate together, and she'd always just laugh so hard at that.
Maddie grew up in northern Idaho with her best friend Kaylee Consalvis.
They were inseparable from the 6th grade on. The two of them were a force not to be reckoned with. They stuck together through everything.
Maddie loved to travel, especially with Kaylee and her family.
They were sisters. She was one of ours.
At the University of Idaho, Maddie was majoring in marketing. She worked at the Mad Greek restaurant and was using her marketing skills to run a social media campaign for the eatery. She was also a member of the Pi Beta Phi sorority. Her freshman year, Maddie met her boyfriend, Jake Schreiger. The couple dated for 2 years.
Maddie was my best friend. She was the first person I talked to every morning, and the last person I talked to before bed.
Jake says Maddie knew her worth. She was beautiful, inside and out. And if you needed a shoulder to cry on, that was Maddie too.
Maddie was the best at spreading love to all those that were close to her.
I thought that was a nice video. I just love Ben Mogan. He's so sweet. He just seems like such a sweet guy. It's really sad. Super duper sad. I wish they had videos for all of them like that. I don't have another one. But thank you guys for joining. I'm sorry it was such a disappointment. I was looking for a video that I had made for them, and I just can't find it. Darn it. I had a really cool video, too, that I had put together, but I have 254 Idaho 4 videos, if you can believe that. And I have no clue when I made it, but if you guys want to check out my playlist, there's a lot of videos on here. A lot. I'm scrolling through them right now. I'm like, holy crap. I just can't believe how much there was in this case that we covered. And it's still not even to trial. So what we're waiting on here is we have Brian Koberger. Hold up. Let me give you the rundown because we have a hearing, I believe, next week. I know, Rogue. I just wish that I could, memorialize them better. The 29th at 11:45 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be live, and that is going to be a big one. I know I should make folders. I should, Marco, because I can never find my own videos. It's called the Vandal Memorial Garden. But on August 29th, this is a big one because it's the change of venue hearing. So, I don't know, Judge, he never makes any fucking decisions. But this is what we have in 7 days. You can go hit the notification. Vandal, because that's their mascot. The Vandals are their mascot. I don't even know who Dot or what a Dot is. WSU, Mom. I don't. But we're going to be in court to find out if this trial is going to be moved. Do you guys think that it'll be moved to Boise? Because I personally think it's going to end up being in Boise. Just like in Ada County, like Deba. How do you do that, Marco? Marco Polo. Send me an email, Marco. Let's see here. Oh, I found a video. Hold up. Okay, hold on.
This week, 48 Hours explores
This is a good one.
details of the night of the Idaho.
Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Have you hit that like button?
This week, 48 Hours explores details. Details about their daughter's fight for her life.
It's been a long and painful journey for the families of Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, the 4 University of Idaho students who were stabbed to death in the pre-dawn hours of November 13th, 2022.
Do you ever dream of your sister?
Yeah, I've had some dreams of her. Just gives me some peace knowing that I know she's okay.
Xana Kernodle's sister Jasmine and father Jeffrey are speaking out for the first time since Xana's murder.
It just happened, you know? What do? You can't do a damn thing.
Everybody's going to work and you look out the window and there's kids running down the street laughing and you're just like, how can you be out there playing? My daughter's dead.
On the night of the murders, Christy and Steve Gonzalez's daughter Kaylee was in the same bed as her childhood friend, Maddie Mogen. The Gonzalezes say coroner Kathy Mabbitt told them before a gag order the killer attacked Maddie first, then moved on to Kaylee.
There's evidence to show that she awakened and tried to get out of that situation.
They say she cried out, and her wounds show she fought for her life.
The way the bed was set up is what...
She was trapped.
She was trapped.
Xana also fought back. According to her father, she had severe defensive wounds.
She went down fighting.
I believe so. It's upsetting to think about.
She was always a very strong person.
A judge has entered a plea of not guilty on Brian Koberger's behalf, but he is not the person the families want us to remember.
He's not important other than what he did and being held accountable. I'll be here to keep reminding people who these victims are.
So Peter is joining us now, and you mentioned it in this piece, but a reminder to everyone that
it has been a long, long wait. And there's still a long, long wait, guys. Still a long wait. Look at the Gonsalves' babies. Look.
Dora, Maddie Kay. The Maddie Kay is for the 2 best friends who were murdered that day. And the family looks at the circumstances of this birth as a sign. Olivia looked out, and she lives in West LA, and she saw a rainbow for the first time while she was in labor. The room she was in was 1113. That's the date of the murder. And the time that the baby was born was 4:21 a.m. And authorities believe that's when the murders were occurring.
That is crazy. Look at little Maddie Kay. Oh, that's their positive little light out of this horrific, horrible situation. Yeah, I know, Marco. It's the game of the judicial system, and it's a death penalty case, so the games are going to be drawn out. Everything's going to be drawn out. You know, but bless this baby and bless these families. Her room number, I know everything. It's crazy. Oh, man. WSU, that sounds awful, but I can't take on any more grifters. I got them up to my eyeballs. They're grabbing at my legs over here from Sebastian's case. I can't take on anymore right now. I know she is beautiful, and what a beautiful name, Maddie Kay. I love it. I love it. You have chills. I know. Look at that beautiful baby. She does have Kaylee's eyes. I agree. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. I think this is a good time to end. Thanks, you guys, for joining. Thoughts and prayers to these families, man. It's rough. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Signs are real. Always be looking for them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Myron, it's time for our credits. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further? Bring it all in. And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 You wanna be, you wanna be, you wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that.
What are you doing in the White House if you're not selling cocaine?
Hanging by the pool, sipping on coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel alone, but I'll never call you back. I ain't got time.
You're being a Karen.
I ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn.
YouTuber, yes.
Leave it up to YouTube, you know? Leave it up to YouTube. This is like my last straw. Like, every person that I meet on YouTube is the most f***ed up piece of like, leave it up to YouTube.
You're mad at me for not giving you comfort. You say that I'm away so much, and now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 I don't give a damn.
Is it one Jennifer or two Jennifers?
Thanks so much, Jennifer.
Jennifer loves horses. Hi, Jennifer.